All right, today, Dog Squad, we're going to do that thing I did last week, that I started last week, and we're going to be doing for the rest of the season, that one thing to look for each game in Week 12, starting with the Green Bay and Minnesota game, making sure that's the right game we're going to start off with. So here we go, Dog Squad. All right, first off is, how will J.J. McCarthy bounce back from last week? You know, he's going up against a much better defense. He's going up against a top 5 Green Bay defense. How will he bounce back? Giants-Lions is watch to see if the Lions can avoid a trap game. You know, because the Giants, they can be competitive at times. But so can the Lions be efficient on offense, not make mistakes, and can they avoid the trap game? Seahawks-Titans, this should easily be answered yes, but will Sam Darnold bounce back against the Titans? Most likely yes, because he had a bad game last week, but can the Seahawks offense with Sam Darnold bounce back? Colts and Chiefs. Can the Chiefs' defense contain Jonathan Taylor? That's going to be a key, because Jonathan Taylor's one of the best running backs in the league. He's going to probably win Offensive Player of the Year. Can the Chiefs' defense with Steve Spagnuolo get the stop and contain Jonathan Taylor? They're on the road. The Colts are, and the Chiefs are at home. It can easily happen. Patriots and Bengals is, how will the Bengals offense impact against a tough Patriots defense? You know, this Bengals offense is capable of putting up a lot of points on the board, but when it comes down to really good defenses, can they get the job done? We'll see tomorrow when they play the Patriots at home. Steelers-Bears is really, what capability of the Steelers offense will they have tomorrow with a new QB? With Mason Rudolph at quarterback, how will they do, especially when they play a Bears team who is capable of taking away the ball? Jets-Ravens is really, how much of an impact will Derrick Henry be in this game? We haven't really seen his, big offensive player of the year type player or something like that this year. Of course, the Ravens haven't really been that top team this year, so we don't even know them at the playoffs. So how much of an impact will we see him be tomorrow against the Jets? All right, really one with Jaguars and Cardinals is, can the Jaguars be consistent? They're like so weird. They will play down to the lesser opponents, and then they'll go crazy against really good teams. Like, what the heck? What will they do tomorrow? Browns-Raiders is, what will Shedeur Sanders do in his first game that he's starting? He's going up against a Raiders defense that is below average this year. This Browns offense is going to have to contribute. I know the Browns defense will be really good probably against this really terrible Raiders offense, but we got to see. I want to see what Shedeur Sanders does. Eagles-Cowboys is really, how much of a defense for Dallas really are they? Philadelphia's offense has struggled, but they've got weapons. How much of a defense are they improved, or is it just the Raiders? Falcons-Saints is really, how much will the Falcons' injuries impact them tomorrow against a lesser Saints team? How will Baker and the Buccaneers' pretty talented offense do against a tough Rams defense? And for the Panthers-Niners, the Rico Dowdle-Christian McCaffrey running back matchup will be pretty awesome.